not look quite so ridiculous. We have all these new components: sidebar, note list, note form, and main. We're probably going to have style sheets for all of them. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. I'm going to make sidebar.css, capitalize it just like your component. I'm going to make main.css. I'm going to make note list.css and note form.css. I'm going to go into each of those components and just import those style sheets before I forget. So in sidebar, import sidebar.css. Not import anything from it, just import it. In main.js, I'm going to import main.css. In note list, I'm going to import note list.css and note form. I will import note form.css. Doing all that now mostly to make sure I don't get any errors when I try, because it'll blow up if I screw that up, if I get any of the names wrong. So we're not going to worry about any of them right now except sidebar. If we open up sidebar.css, let's try to put in there the styles from static.css that we think should apply here. So open up static.css for reference. There's a bunch of stuff at the top which we're not going to worry about for right now. Sooner or later we start seeing .nav, which, if you remember, is what this was before we renamed it. That's what it is in the static version. So we can copy all the CSS rules that relate to that class. Yeah, that's not gonna. I'm going to copy all these, and I will paste them in Slack for you as well. The way I indented things, it won't let me select that easily. And right now, capital N nav is not what we want, right? It's sidebar now. So I'm going to do a find and replace. Command F, Control F. And notice this. Click that to do a case-sensitive search, so it'll match the capital letters, because that's significant for what we're about to do. I'm going to type dot capital NAV and replace it with dot capital S sidebar. I'll live dangerously and replace all. That's what undo is for, right? If I save that, that's more like it. It's not great, but it's an improvement. As promised, I'm going to copy and paste this into Slack. Add content and style to sidebar.